What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zelva Notice off DFS, here to bring you the last of the year slate breakdown for the year of 2023. Hopefully, throughout this year, you guys have had a great and amazing DFS journey, whether it have been for WNBA, NFL, college football, hockey, and most importantly, the NBA. I know right now we got some NFL games going, 13 game slate for that right now going on. Really cool. We have a 5-game main slate for the NBA. Hopefully you guys did pretty well last night. I know the breakdown again last night. I think we hit a couple of nails on the head correctly last night. So hopefully you guys were able to cash out. Cord cash for sure. I know I cashed. I missed the big GPP, but was able to get into some single entry stuff. So hopefully all in all, you guys were able to cash. I know if I cash, normally you guys do cash in that slate. So yeah, let's try to do it again. Let's end the slate and the year with a bang. Don't go crazy trying to chase the takedown, because it's every day and eventually we will get those takedowns. Just building on it day by day. That's really just the goal and everything, and just to become better DFS players, and hopefully following my journey along with this, you guys have been able to do the same. So I wish you guys all the best of luck. Thank you guys for tuning in and staying with me for this ride. Just growing the channel and everything. I really do greatly appreciate it. Drop a like on the video if this video or any of my other videos helps you guys win some money, and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so. With that being said, got all the hoopla out the way. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the slate and let's break this down. All right. So starting out, of course, we got the Lakers. They should be on a back end of a back-to-back. They played yesterday. We got the Pelicans, Boston taking on San Antonio Spurs. Probably the only game on the slate right now on the dock that possibly will blow out. Then we got the Brooklyn Nets taking on my OKC Thunder. My Thunder, we're going to win this one. Orlando taking on the Phoenix Suns. And then last but not least, we got the Sacramento Kings taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Just looking at it, really, there's no extra news that we need to pay attention to, except for, I'll say, the Orlando Magic news, just with all the players that they got on their bench that have been out. That's just led to, I personally believe, more minutes and rotations for their, not even rotations, more minutes for their starters. France, we've seen him actually pop off in some back-to-back games and things of that nature. And then on the other side of it all, I'll say for the Memphis Grizzlies, Luke Kennard, Conchar, and Derrick Rose, those guys. So all in all, I really don't think there's too much that we got to actually pay attention to too heavy on here. All right, going over to DraftKings, decided to play the most on the site. That, like I said, we're going to get that takedown eventually one of these days, hopefully this season. Starting it out, looking at it, we're going to start with my OKC. Well, no, I want to jump the gun. Boston Celtics taking on San Antonio Spurs. I'm going to be very honest. The Celtics, they're one of the top teams in the league, top teams out there. I wouldn't be surprised if they magically decide they want to rest anybody, just because it is the Spurs. This is a game they should honestly go out here and dominate and win. Tatum should be able to get whatever he wants. KP should be able to go out there and do what he wants. He's going to be going up against Wemby. That'll be an interesting matchup, but nonetheless, he should still be able to have a good game. Jaylen Brown, him as well, should be able to have a decent game. Same thing for Derek White. It's honestly going to be kind of like a Russian roulette in regards to which Boston Celtics do I really feel like is going to have that pop, that spark, that game right here that we're going to need, because I'll be surprised if they play beyond 3 quarters. Looking at it, if you could pay it for Tatum, he's going to be your guy. Porzingis, I like him as well. And then I'll say Jaylen Brown. That'll be the order that I'll go into for the main studs over there for them. Now, on the outside, if we're thinking blowout, we're thinking maybe players might rest or anything like that, or limited rotations, Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, Quetta, and Sam Hauser. Those are going to be the guys we're going to look to off the bench. Of course, we went with Peyton Pritchard leading the group right there for that trio. And then going over here, over to the other side, San Antonio Spurs. Again, if they're going to actually be able to keep anything close, I know that he's been on a minutes limit. We haven't really seen full-fledged minutes for him in quite some time. It's going to be my boy Wemby at 8.5. The dude's still putting up some pretty decent numbers in sub 20 minutes. 24 minutes, he dropped 61 fantasy points against the Portland Trailblazers. Now, granted, that was Portland. Do I think he can go out here and do something similar close? So. I think maybe more in the realm of probably like about a 40-ish fantasy point game. I wish that his minutes limit could get bumped up a little bit, but nonetheless, it is going to be a tough matchup for him. If I take anything, there'll be GPP plays like maybe a Trey Jones or Shochan will be the 2 guys I maybe will look to. Outside of that, you're going to probably get some more minutes for a Memphis Luke since Zach Collins is going to be out. So Standro should be getting some minutes here. But outside of that, there's nothing I'm going to force over here from the San Antonio Spurs side at all whatsoever. Going over to the Brooklyn Nets taking on my OKC Thunder. Like I said, Thunder, we're going to get that dub. We're going to get that win. I do not trust anyone over here from the Brooklyn Nets, and that's still going to stand. Mikal Bridges, I took a chance on him the other day. Gave me 30.75 fantasy points. Went into the half with like 11, 12 fantasy points. He's just, I cannot stand rostering. Cannot stand playing him. Now, this could be a spot where him, Cam Thomas, and Cam Johnson can pop off because they're all 3-point shooters. And that is one of those things that the Thunder, we do tend to allow 3-point shooters to have some pretty decent games. So I'll say I don't mind them for GPP plays, but if I have to take anybody over here from them, it's going to be starters, and it's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie. He should be able to stumble his way into a good game, like he did going up against the Washington Wizards. 27 minutes, he dropped 39 fantasy points. We talked about that on the stream last time, and he actually went out there, he delivered, and he did that. So I don't mind going right back to Dinwiddie if that's going to be the case. And Claxton, he is fully expected to play. Opposing centers, they've had decent games going up against my Thunder. Do not mind that. Definitely should be a double-double in the realm of possibility for Claxton as long as he keeps himself out of foul trouble. And then one I wouldn't mind taking a stab at is going to be Day'Ron Sharpe. Of course, he is still playing the bench backup role minutes, but really a great fantasy point per minute producer whenever he's out there on the court. As you can see, last game going against Washington, good matchup. 24.75 fantasy points. The only thing that kills me for him is the fact that he's 5K, and I kind of am a little hesitant paying that much for a backup big, someone who's not at least giving me 24 plus minutes at that price tag for 5K. Now, over here on the other side for the Thunder, all of our guys, they're in play. The Brooklyn Nets, their defense doesn't scare me. And this should be a spot, possibly, where we could see SGA give us one of those 60-plus fantasy point type games. Honestly, looking at the roster, I'm not scared of Cam Thomas. I'm not scared of Mikal Bridges. I'm definitely not scared of Cam Johnson. None of those guys put fear in my heart in regards to what SGA is going to be able to go out there and do. And I really do feel like this is probably going to be one of those 60-plus fantasy point type games for him. Love the upside from here in the spot, especially when we have studs that we're not going to worry too much about in that Boston game. And then, of course, the Lakers going up against a decent defensive team in the Pelicans. I really do like the upside that we could possibly get for the Thunder over here. So SGA, love the upside, love him here, right here. Same thing for Chet. Him as well, 7-6. He's been doing really great over his last several games. 5 straight games of over 35 fantasy points. And then, of course, Jalen Williams, he's been playing phenomenal. I know that last game went out there 11 points, but still dropped 38.75 fantasy points. And he's just been on a roll. So, don't mind paying down for him, but of course, they're actually in the order exactly how I would project him and take him. It would be SGA, Chet, and then Jalen Williams would be the order I would go to for them. And then if you want to take a stab at someone like a Josh Giddey, don't hate it, don't mind it. He's looked much better over his last several games. Coming in, he dropped 28.5 fantasy points in the last game against Denver, but that was in 21 minutes. So his rhythm is looking like it's back and it's there for him. Lakers taking on the Pelicans, like we said. I fully expect AD, LeBron James, all of them, like how it normally is. They're going to play back and back to back. The only thing that worries me is the fact that AD, he played 39 minutes yesterday. That is a lot of minutes for Anthony broke down Davis. And then LeBron James, 39 minutes himself. That's a lot for the old man to come in and play on a back-to-back. That's another reason why I'm a little bit hesitant, because honestly, outside of Davis and LeBron, this team isn't all that hot. D'Lo left yesterday's game with an injury. So, honestly, this might just be a fade the Lakers type thing for me. I don't like them, especially not the matchup going up against the Pelicans. I can't trust them. I can't. But now, if you were going to take anything, I'll take Anthony Davis just because between him and LeBron, the team goes as they go. That'll be the main thing. And then GPP, Austin Reeves is the most reliable one you can go to. And if you feel like, what's his name, Taurean Prince can go out here and knock down his threes and play defense like normal, you can mess with that. But honestly, I do not like nobody over on the Lakers. Now, on the Pelican side of things, long as Zion decides he's going to put his big boy pants on and actually go out here and play, because I'm going to say the last time they played the Lakers, he didn't play. Zion, don't mind, don't hate him in the spot. BI, him as well. CJ, decent spot. But I'm going to come down here to my boy Jonas Valanciunas. He should have to go out there and play minutes going out there up against Anthony Davis. Either way, he should see his normal minutes. I don't understand what was up with this 23 minutes in that last game against Utah. It was very frustrating, especially when you, like myself, I had his rebounds as a prop that I was taking on the day, and he completely just shitted it. He just didn't see his regular rotations or anything out there. But definitely do feel like this is a buy low bounce back spot for him going up against a possible tired Anthony Davis, who just came off for 39 minutes yesterday. I do like the upside for Jonas. He will be my favorite play over here from the Pelicans if I do take anything from this game. Outside of that, I could take some GPP stabs on a Trey Murphy. Larry Nance Jr. looks like he's back into the fold. Don't mind taking a stab there as well, but outside of that, not gonna force pressure or anything of the sort. But mainly it'll be Jonas, and then Murphy, Herb would be all GPP options that I wouldn't mind taking. Kings taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. This game should be an interesting game. I actually kind of like it as a possible back and forth stack. Yeah, I know I tried to stack the freaking Kings the last time, and granted, De'Aaron Fox, 41 minutes, dropped 59.75 fantasy points. Really great. Now, reason why I say stack is just because with Ja being back, they do play a lot faster, the Memphis Grizzlies. So that's why I do like the upside possibility here for it. So if I was going to stack, of course, it is going to be going with the main guys, De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, Malik Monk, Trey Lyles, all those guys graze out to me as the plays that I want to stack. Favorite play over here from the Kings is going to be De'Aaron Fox. I'm not scared of Ja Morant defense at all by any means necessary. So De'Aaron Fox really do like the upside, and to me, he plays a hell of a lot better on the road than what he has been playing at home. So upside definitely should be there. Sabonis, not just get a Bismack Biyombo defense, Jaren Jackson Jr. or Tillman. I definitely think he can get there, but kind of more, like I said, I'm leaning more Fox than Sabonis here in this position spot. Keegan, I really don't like playing him on the road, period. He's more of a home type player. Kevin Huerter, if he was to miss, that might be more minutes for Malik Monk if he's going to be out, or for Keon Ellis. So definitely want to pay attention to that because we might can get some Keon Ellis value. Let's see, Keon, he only played 9 minutes in that last game. And, well, last time he played was against Portland. And then Monk, let's see, he played 31 minutes. So, yeah, if Kevin Huerter is going to be out, might see a lot more minutes for Monk, so that'll definitely be interesting right there on that side. Going down over here to the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Sacramento Kings. Of course, Ja Morant. If you want to run it back with a stack like what I was talking about, I definitely don't mind taking Ja. He's looked tremendous since coming back from his suspension. Desmond Bane as well, surprising me a little bit. I didn't think that he would be able to upkeep the production at what he was having while Ja was out. And he actually has. So I definitely don't mind running it back with Desmond Bane if I'm running like the King stack with a De'Aaron Fox, maybe Desmond Bane. If I want to mess with Malik Monk or Trey Lyles, something like that would be something I would mess with or go to right there. Now, the one that I will really say that has stood out to me and is playing very well, and I kind of expected it once he was fully healthy, that's my boy Marcus Smart. The defense is there for him. He still can play make. He's looking exactly like how he did in Boston. You're playing with a actual really good point guard in Ja himself, and the defense, all that that responsibility is not necessarily fully on him, and he's getting his shots up. I really do like the upside, but Marcus Smart, definitely wouldn't mind running him as a possible run back in regards to the stack, especially just at 5'8". That's really great value. So like I said, if you were to go with like Marcus Smart, De'Aaron Fox, which you're getting 200 savings by coming down paying out for Fox, is Smart only? Oh yeah, I could have sworn you were shooting guard eligible. Oh, wait, let me go Fox first. So Fox, just so I can, bro, go to all. Fox in the point guard spot, and then you're going to give me Marcus Smart right there. We go. All right, so that leaves you 5,800, and then if you want to go with the value, like what I was talking about, maybe take Trey Lyles right there, which just looking at it, he gets the minutes, he gets to run, and I definitely could see this being a game where he possibly should be able to come out there and could stretch the floor, like long as he's taking his threes. As you can see, the games where he's actually shooting those threes, he put up some really great numbers. So a really nice GPP play right there at 4.2, nice value. And then that'll let you build out some really great spots in these other positions inside your lineup. So I really do like the upside and the possibilities that we can get to and go to there for it. So definitely something that I would consider if I'm running a stack. And that might just start to become a thing for me, wanting to stack the Kings. All right, last game on the dock, that's going to be the Orlando Magic taking on the Phoenix Suns. I don't know, how did you guys think that the Phoenix Suns looked with the full cast, the full force finally being back and everyone actually being out there playing with Bradley Beal and everybody out there? I think they look decent. I still think there's some turmoil, some things going on with that team. Booker is not your solution at the point guard position. He's not. All right, so starting over here, it's going to be the normal suspects for me over here for Orlando. It'll be Paolo, Franz will be the main two I want to get to. Goga, if he does get into that starting lineup again because Wendell Carter Jr. is out, which looking at it, he's questionable. If he misses again today, then of course we're going to go with that value that we can get to with Goga at that 5.5. But if Wendell is going to be back, then I'm not really going to mess too much with Goga right there. And then Wagner off the bench, him as well. If Wendell Carter was to miss, then his minutes, he should see a decent burn and run. And I'm not going to hate or mind him. But out of everybody over here, it'll be Paolo will be the main guy that I want to go to and get to if I'm going to take anything. And then for the Phoenix Suns, looking at it for them, KD, I mean, his usage kind of to me just still stayed the same. Dropped 53 fantasy points with everyone being out there. Granted, it was going up against the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, I think maybe we could possibly take a chance on a Bradley Beal. He played 30 minutes in his first game back, which is surprising. Wouldn't hate it. Sitting at 6'1", that's not a bad price. I don't think that's anything that we have to worry too much about. But again, it's still going to be that wait and see approach kind of with the Phoenix Suns. I might just go back to my guy Grayson Allen. If I land here, he's been still consistent, even with Beal coming back. I'm not worried about that. Allen's role is pretty much solidified. He's a role player that excels in his position spot. I really do like his defensive upside, like he always has. But I know he can go out there and score if need be. So Allen will probably be one of the safer plays as well. But definitely, I think GP option 6-1 for Beal. Went out there, he only took 8 shots, didn't hit any of his threes. Definitely was able to playmate, got some assists going and everything. So if his scoring output can bump up a little bit more, once they figure out the shot distribution between him, Booker, and KD, then I definitely feel like the 6-1 price tag is going to go up. I see Beal being more of an 8K type player. So definitely a value play currently right now where he stands at. And you technically could attack Orlando with the shooting guard position. So yeah. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully everyone enjoyed their year. And tonight is a great night. Don't go too crazy. Good luck, everybody. Be safe out there. Peace.